Hello and welcome to the discourse. Today we are going to talk about the simple past tense. Simple past tense is used to describe events or things that have already happened in the past or that existed before the current time. If someone asks, "What movie did you watch the last weekend?" Your answer can be, "I watched Angrezi Medium. It was the last movie of Irfan Khan. Irfan Khan died the last month." Now all these sentences are in simple past tense. So simple past tense is used to suggest that something has already happened in the past. It is used to emphasize that an action has finished. Simple past tense is used to emphasize that an action has finished. We can also use simple past tense to describe the state of being in the past. As for example, Ramesh was very excited about his tour to Japan, but it got cancelled because of coronavirus or Chinese virus, because of Chinese virus. Now let us see the sentence structure of simple past tense. In case of regular verbs, the sentence structure of a sentence in simple past tense is subject plus was or were plus verb plus d or ed plus object. Now this is the case of regular verbs. When the verb is regular, we add d or ed to the root of verb and make the simple past tense. But when the verb is not regular, when the verb is irregular, then in some cases of irregular, the verb root doesn't change. It remains same in simple past tense. Cut remains cut, hit remains hit, cost remains cost, sat remains sat. And there are many other irregular verbs that do not change their form in simple past tense. But in case of some other irregular verbs, the verb changes drastically in the simple past tense. As for example, go becomes went, build becomes built, see becomes saw, do becomes did, rise becomes rose, am is are becomes was or were. So in some cases of irregular verbs, the verb doesn't change at all. But in some other cases of verb, the verb changes drastically. It changes completely. However, there is an ease in using the simple past tense, and that is, except in case of the verb to be, in all other cases, the simple past tense remains same. It doesn't change with the number of objects. That is, simple past tense doesn't change in singular or plural form. As for example, I drank coffee, or he drank coffee, or we drank coffee, or they drank coffee, or we all drank coffee. Now the sentence structure of a negative sentence in simple past tense will be subject plus did not or was not plus simple verb form in root. In negative sentences, we do not add d or ed. Similarly, the sentence structure of an interrogative sentence in simple past tense will be was or were plus he or I or the subject plus did plus verb in root form. That is, even in the interrogative sentences, The verb remains in its root form. It doesn't change. We do not add d or ed. Now let us see the examples of some infinitives in simple past tense, how they change in simple past tense, and in negative simple past tense, and in interrogative simple past tense. To ask becomes asked in simple past tense, did not ask in negative simple past tense, and did you ask in interrogative simple past tense. To work becomes worked, did not work, and did it work. To call becomes called, did not call in negative simple past tense, and did she call in interrogative simple past tense. To have becomes had in simple past tense, did not have in negative simple past tense, and did he have in interrogative simple past tense. To do becomes did not do, did you do. To say becomes said, did not say, did you say. So it is clear that in negative simple past tenses and in interrogative simple past tenses, the verb moods remains same. Say remains say. Do remains do. Have remains have. In negative and interrogative sentences. Call remains call and call. Work remains work or work in interrogative and negative sentences. But in simple past tense, we had ed, or in irregular case, we completely change the verb. Say becomes said. Now let us see some signal words of simple past tense. Signal words. Most of the signal words for simple past tense are time periods in the past. As for example, last night, or last month, or last year, or yesterday, or in 2017, or when, or at that time. Now at that time it signifies that at some previous time in the past. So all these are signal words for simple past tense. If you see any of these words, then there are strong possibilities that the sentence is in simple past tense. Now simple past tense is the basic past tense. We use simple past tense to describe an event that has already happened in the past, and when there is no specific need for us to use past perfect or past perfect continuous or past continuous tense. So the most common use of simple past tense is to describe finished actions. Now the first use of simple past tense is to describe an action of past, an action or state or event of past, when we have an exact time word to describe that action. As for example, yesterday I watched a movie, or I went to the DB mall in February, and then the lockdown was announced in March. Now in both these sentences, simple past tense has been used, and we have used it with a time word, with an exact time word when that action took place. I watched the movie yesterday. I went to DB Mall in February, and the lockdown was announced in March. So we use simple past tense to describe such an action about which we know when it happened, when we have an exact time word to describe it. Now the second use of simple past tense is to describe such actions or events or things or states of past that has already happened, and it is a common knowledge that the time period we are talking about in that sentence has already passed. It is past. So we use simple past tense to describe such actions that everyone knows that it happened in the past. As for example, Shivaji fought against the tyranny of Aurangzeb. Shivaji fought against the tyranny of Aurangzeb. Now everyone knows that Shivaji fought against Aurangzeb in the past. Islamic and European invaders robbed India. Everybody knows that Shivaji and Aurangzeb fought in the past. Everybody knows that India was invaded by Islamic and European invaders in the past. So we do not need to use any time word or time period word with these sentences. Now the third use of simple past tense is details of news. We use simple past tense to describe such action or event that recently happened, and we connect it with something which is present in current time. We do it by using present perfect or present perfect continuous tense. As for example, Soumya is sleeping. She was very tired after the day's work. Another example can be, I have hurt my leg. I fell off when I was painting my bedroom. Now in both these sentences we are using simple past tense. She was very tired and I fell off, along with present perfect continuous. Soumya is sleeping, or I have hurt my leg, present perfect tense. So we use simple past tense to give details of a news. Something is happening and why it is happening. The news. Soumya is sleeping. Why? We are giving the details. I have hurt my leg. How? We are giving the details by using simple past tense. The fourth use of simple past tense is in storytelling or book writing. Writers and storytellers often use simple past tense because it allows them a flexibility to move in the periods of the past. From one period to other, they can easily move if they are using simple past tense. Also, storytellers often use simple past tense along with past continuous tense to make their story more interesting. They can engage the listener or the reader by using simple past tense and by using past continuous tense to explain the simple past tense. As for example, last evening I went to a coffee shop. People were chatting and music was playing. I sat on a table and ordered a coffee. Two people were sitting next to my table. They were arguing about the Chinese virus and its effects. One of them said, in this example, I am using simple past tense and past continuous tense simultaneously, one by one. So it is creating an interest in the listener's mind. He will try to know what happened next. Now all these are examples of using simple past tense to describe finished actions that have already happened, and all these actions are real. They really happened. But simple past tense can also be used to describe such actions that are imaginary, that are not real, that have never happened, and we use it to describe such imaginary actions in present or in future. So the fifth use is to describe unreal or imaginary things, actions or states in present or future. We often do so while using the second conditional. As for example, if I won a lottery, I would buy a house. Or use simple past tense to describe imaginary or real things in present or in future. The ruler of the world. Then I would. What will you do if you were the ruler of the world? So we can use simple past tense to describe such unreal things. Now both of these things are unreal. They are imaginary. If I won the lottery, I am imagining. If I win a lottery, then what will I do? So if I won a lottery, I would buy a house. Similarly, if I were the ruler of the world, now it is an imaginary thing. So these are the uses of simple past tense. We use simple past tense to describe an action of past with time period. If we know the exact time period when an action happened, we can use simple past tense to describe it. We can also use simple past tense to describe such actions of past about which it is a common knowledge that they have happened in the past. We can also use simple past tense to give details of a news of an action that happened in the past recently and what effect it caused. We can also use simple past tense in storytelling and book writing. Simple past tense and past continuous tense often creates an interesting story. Simple past tense is also used to describe unreal and imaginary things in present or future. So this is all for today. But before I leave, I want to request you all to please like and share this video and please subscribe to the discourse. Thank you. Regards.